So here's a close-up of the Spring Flowers washcloth or dishcloth, and I'm going to switch up my colors, and I'm going to have yellow in the center and then a little bit of yellow out here. Then I'm going to switch to white, and then I'm going to have a pink flower with a yellow center, and then put the pink out here. So to get started, I have my yellow and my G crochet hook, which is a Deborah Norva wood crochet hook, and it's very warm and light. I usually, probably about 90% of the time, I have a wood hook now in my hands when I'm crocheting. It makes a huge difference. So I'm going to chain 4, and then I'm going to join with a slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring. And to do that, all I got to do is reach over and go insert my hook into the first chain, yarn over, draw up a loop, and then I hold the circle open like this because I know that this is part of the slip stitch and I don't want to get confused. So right here is the center of the ring. Then the directions say to chain 4, and then it says to double crochet and chain 1 7 times into the ring. So this chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And I'm also going to work over the end of my starting chain, and I'm going to go right into the center of the ring and put a double and then chain 1. And I'm going to do that 6 more times. So you see here I've got 2, 4, 6, and 7. And I'm going to land up with 8 double crochets and 8 chain 1 spaces. So when I get done, all I have to do is slip stitch in the first double crochet, which is the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 4. So go in here and then bring that through there. And now, because I worked over my end of the starting chain, I can pull it. You don't want to pull it too tight, but I can close up that circle in the middle. That's one of the best reasons for working over that end. So now it says to finish off. So to finish off, I'm just going to make one more chain like this. I'm going to tighten the back part, and then I'm going to snip right here. Let me see, right there. I'm going to snip it. I always leave about a 5 or 6 inch end on my, when I finish off, because I go back and sew my ends in. So anyway, now it says to join your flower color right here. And mine is going to be this pink color right here. And so to join, I'm going to make a slip stitch. So it says to join in the chain 1 space. So any chain 1 space, I'm going to insert my hook into the chain 1 space. I have a slip knot, put that over my hook, and then bring that forward like that. And then it says to chain 2. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, and that's joining with a slip stitch there. And now it says to double crochet, treble, double, half in the same space. So I'm working a petal here. There's a double, now a treble, now a double, and a half treble. I mean a half double. Right there in the same space. And then it says to half double, double, treble, double, half in each chain 1 space around. So do a half, a double, a treble, a double, a half double, and that's for that one. I'm going to go on to the next one, do a half, a double, a treble, my yarn's coming over here, now a double and a half. So just like that, you continue around and it's going to get a little bit roughly like this. So continue around, and then when you get the petals done, I'll show you the next round of this flower. So I've completed all 8 petals, and now I'm going to join with a slip stitch. So there's a beginning chain 2, and you insert your hook in the second chain, draw a loop out, and then draw that through the loop on your hook, and that closes that round 2. So now it says to work 2 single crochets in each of the next 4 stitches. So I'm going to do so. Okay, so now it says to slip stitch in the next stitch, which is the first stitch of the next petal, and then do the same thing all the way around. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the double, the treble, the double, and the half. So there's 8 across the top of the petal, and that's completes that one. And now I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch, and then 2 singles in each of the next 4 stitches. So I'm going to continue like that around, and then I'll come back. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first single, and then I'll come back and we'll start putting the background on. So for round 4, I'm going to join onto the double crochet stitches of round 1, and to do so I need to work behind the petals back here and around the post of the double crochet stitch. And then all this is a single crochet around the post, which means around the side of the stitch instead of in the top of the stitch. You do a single crochet and then you chain 5, and then you do that all the way around, and then that gives you the loops that you need to get the border happening on the back side. So right now this is my flower, and even if you just did this part of the dishcloth, this is adorable. I've never made a flower like this, and I just love this. So cute. So now I have a slip stitch on my hook and a slip knot. Now I'm going to work on the back side of the flower right now, and I'm going to start with a loop on my hook. It's easiest for me to join with a single crochet around any double crochet stitch. So that means I'm just going to insert my hook. I've got my loop here, insert my hook, yarn over, draw that out, and then yarn over and draw through 2. And then I'm going to chain 5, and then I'm going to go to the next double crochet on the back side. So that would be this one right here, and I'm going to go around it like I'm going around the side of it, and then I'm going to do a single crochet. The only thing that you'll notice here is that those single crochet stitches are showing on the opposite side. I don't know whether I like that or not, and it actually might look kind of cute. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. But you might want to make that round in the same color as your center. Like it could be a yellow, and then you could switch to your white background color after you do this loop round. So it's all up to you. You can do it however you like. So I'm going to continue on with this. So I'm going to chain 5 like that and go to the next double crochet and single crochet around the side. Chain 5, move to the next one, go around it, put my hook around it like that. Chain 5, and then move to the next one, chain 5, and move to the next one, okay, all the way around. Then you're going to land up having 8 chain 5 loops, and you end with a chain 5, and then you join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. So that single crochet that when I joined with a single, when I come back around, it looks just like a single crochet stitch, and I'm going to join by inserting my hook there, yarn over, bring the loop out like that. So now on the back side it looks like this. You know what? Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm always seeing something. If I would have done this on the front side, that would have created another little dimension to the flower. So cute. Look at that. Alright, so now it says slip stitch in next chain 5 space. So got a chain 5 space right here, and I'm going to slip stitch just like that. And then it says chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it says work 2 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, because that chain 3 counted as a double. And then I'm going to chain 3 and work 3 double crochets. I'm going to get on this blue paper here so you can see me. I'm going to work 3 doubles into the same space, and so that's what that looks like right there. So now I am going to chain 2 and single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in this one, 1, 2, and now I'm going to work a corner of 3 doubles, chain 3, 3 doubles. See, every other one I'm making a corner so it'll turn into a square. Chain 2. See right here, it's looking like that. Well, let me hold it like this. If you pull the petals forward, it's looking like that on the back side. So yours should look like that. That's one side. So you just do the same thing all the way around. You do a chain 2, single, chain 2, work a corner. Every other one you're working a corner, which is 3 doubles, chain 2, no, chain 3, and 3 doubles. Okay, chain 2, Okay, then you single in the chain 5 space, chain 2, and you join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet, which is the beginning chain 3. So you just count 1, 2, 3, and you're going right in that third chain of the beginning chain 3, just like that. Like that. So that completes that round, which is round 5. Now it's saying with a contrasting color to join in any corner chain 3 space, chain 3, and work the same thing, and then chain 2, 2 doubles in each of next. All right, let me look at this. So this is going to be 2 doubles, chain 2 across. So on the sides they work 2 doubles instead of 3 on your typical granny square. So on this round, on all the rounds it's the same. On the corner it's 3 doubles, chain 3, 3 doubles always. And then along the sides it's always 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So right here, since I want to stay with the same color, I am going to slip stitch over to the corner. But the directions will tell you how to do it with this kind of color combination, where you're going to finish off after this round. But right now, I'm over to my corner. I slip stitch in each stitch across, and then I slip stitch into the corner. Then I'm going to chain 3. Let me see what they have you doing. Chain 3, 2 doubles, chain 3 for the corner, okay, now chain 2 and 2 double crochets across the spaces of the side. 1, 2, and then in here, 1, 2, and then the corner again. Always a chain 3 in the corners and chain 2s along the sides. Chain 2, 2 doubles on the sides. Chain 2, chain 3 for the corner, 3 doubles in the same space. So you can see how it's starting to look here. So you're gonna actually, after you join this round, you're actually gonna keep slip stitching to the corner in the directions, just like I just showed you. So every round now after this, all the way up to round 9, is going to be the granny rounds. They look like granny squares. And I personally think granny squares are awesome. At one point I heard a lot of you know, downplaying granny squares, but they've been around, they're here to stay forever. As long as there's crochet, they'll be granny squares. So I guess I just embrace them. I think you can have a lot of fun with them. Okay, so now I'm done. I'm done with that round, so it looks like that. Isn't it cute? I actually kind of like the white in there. It worked out fine. It gives the flower a little bit of a pop. you know, like it was an accent or something. Okay, so in the end I'm going to chain 2 and I'm going to join with the slip stitch to the first beginning chain or the first double crochet, and then again I'm going to slip stitch over to the corner and slip stitch in the chain 3 space, and then I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to work the corner again. So it's the same round all the way around. So it's 3, chain 3, 3 doubles, chain 3, 3 doubles, 3, and then chain 2 along the sides, and 2 doubles in the chain 2 space. So continue on in this pattern, in this fashion. There. Just keep doing your rounds exactly like that. And so I just started this round right here. So there's only 3 more rounds after that, and then finish off, and I'll come back and show you how to do the hanger and the edging. So here is my dishcloth, and I love, love, love the colors, and I'm going to put pink around the outside, and I kept wanting to do the 3 double crochets chain 1 along the sides instead of the 2 double crochets chain 2, so I actually had to rip back a little bit, and you might even see one that I messed up on, but I'm not tearing back anymore. So now it's time for this outside border that you see here, and I'm going to start with the corner that has the hanging loop on it. And to do this, I don't know if I need this blue sheet anymore. Well, we'll see. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to join in a corner where I have an end. And when I know that there's going to be some really close stitching, I do work over my ends, but only if I know that I can work a lot of stitches over that. And I'll work them over the stitches for several inches just to guarantee that that's not coming out. So on occasion I do that, and I figured I would do it right now. So you start with a slip knot on your hook, and you're going to join with a single crochet into any corner, but I like the corner that has the joining there. And then I'm going to yarn over, draw up a loop, and then draw through 2 loops on my hook, and that's joining with the single. Then I'm going to chain 15. Wait a minute, it says work 2 single crochets in the first corner, and then chain 15. Okay, there's my 15 right there. Okay, so then in the same corner, and I'm going to work over this end here, I'm going to work 2 single crochets. So just like that, now my hanger is created right there. And then I'm going to work a single crochet in each double crochet, and I'm working over that end too, like this. And then I'm going to work 2 single crochets into the chain 2 space, and then I'm going to single in each double crochet, and then single, 2 singles in the chain 2 space, and I'm going to tug on my end just a little bit, make sure it's real straight inside of there. And I can keep working over it, or I could stop right there, and it wouldn't hurt anything to keep working over it just to be super sure it's not going anywhere. But I think after this chain 2 space I've had enough. So I've worked single crochet stitches all the way along the side, and in the corner I'm just going to work 3 single crochets. And then that gives me a nice little squared side there. And then the same thing all the way across. I need to get rid of this paper now. Let me see if I can leave it right there. Okay. Then I'm just going to single all the way across. So then when I come all the way around back to the beginning, all I got to do is work singles in each one of these doubles and then join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet and then finish off. And one more thing I'm going to show you is how I sew my ends in. So to sew my ends in, I just thread my yarn needle and I go along the back side, and none of this is going to show back here even if I go white into yellow. So I'm just going to go into the thickest part of the stitches like that, and then wherever my needle came out, I'm going to go a little bit behind it and then come back out again and then go behind where I just came out and back into some thick stitches. And I could have worked over this yarn, I think, as I was working the stitches. I just didn't think about it. But most of the time I sew my ends in like this. So then you want to take your scissors like this. You want to lay them flat and just cut like that. So that's how you weave in your end. So that's how you make these adorable dishcloths. And I hope that you enjoyed the video, and leave comments below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel because we're creating a lot of new videos. And the links to everything are listed below. And thank you very much for watching. Turn back over here, and I'm going to knit off one more stitch like this, put it over here, tighten over the whole strand of yarn, and then pull that strand of yarn all the way through. And then just for extra security,